Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Friday. I'm staying home today. I'm expecting a phone call this afternoon. I have a call scheduled with Social Security to set up going on to Social Security. So I need to get everything out of the way and be sitting with my clipboard and my notes and all the information I need to take care of that call. So make this video, have lunch, edit the video, and then just sit in my chair and play with yarn until the call comes in. Although, did you ever have one of those days where you wake up really early in the morning, like too early, and you think, oh, too early, I need to go back to sleep. But you can't go back to sleep? That was today. So, usually when that happens, I'll just crash and take a nap around 2:30 in the afternoon. That's when the call is scheduled. So, if I'm going to take a nap, I'm going to have to do it soon. So, last night, I was still in my scrappy mode. And I added to my candy corn collection. I now have 12 regular candy corn, including one with no face. And on top of the dozen candy corn, regular candy corns, I have a zombie corn. Couldn't resist. I Googled zombie candy corn. It's like, yeah, people have made it. Okay, I'm going to make that too. So I'm going out of candy corn mode now and into whale ornament mode. I have been making these for several years, and come October, November, December, they have been one of my best sellers. So I made this one up last night and finished it this morning. I still have another gray one that is left over from last year. And I made this one. Oops, this one has a long silver hair hanging from it. This one is a pink elf. See, it's got the elf ears and the elf hat. So I renewed my Etsy listing and has these three guys in it. And my goal is now to make a whale a day and immediately add them to the Etsy listing until I have 9 different colors in there, because you could do 10 pictures. So I figure one group shot of the whales that I have available and then 9 different colors. And it might be like this. I called it dark gray tweed because it is dark gray, but it has a white fleck in it. This color yarn is in my scrap bag. So I might make 4 or 5 of these before I move on to another color. So there might be like 2 of this guy or 3 or 4 in the listing. I got this yarn out for the Rainbow Owl. And I was thinking, ooh, bright blue whale. Woohoo. And that gray that I got from Savers yesterday, that's a good color for whales. I probably should try making a black whale. Just because, aren't some whales black? Yeah, I think so. I've never been on a whale watching expedition. I've been making most of them blue or gray because, okay, the big blue whale is like the biggest one, but He's not this shade of blue. He's more of a navy blue. I don't know if I have any navy yarn out by my scrap box. So, whales. I need to keep a balance here, though. I can make a whale or two a day, but I do need to be working on my works in progress. I have a three-piece order that's going to be Christmas gifts, so I'd like to get that finished by around Thanksgiving. And I'm like, well, I've got 5 or 6 weeks. So I've been moving on it sort of slowly, but I'm making steady progress. I would like to keep making a bunch of the mini Stingrays for next Saturday's show. It is down to next Saturday. Oh yeah, I've got a couple weeks to my next show. This time next week, I'm going to be packing the car. And I still haven't done my October Monster of the Month. So I need to design my October monster. I have sketches. And I think that this month's monster, I'm just like trying to find the yarn end. I got yarn. I'm gonna cake this up so that it's easier to work from both ends, because this, they say it's a 3-weight, but to me it looks like a 2. So I'm gonna cake this up now that I found the center pole. Distractions. Busy little fingers. If I had a project that I could easily work on while I was talking, I'd probably have it back here with me. That's it. Not much going on today. I just, as I was sitting at my chair at 5:09 this morning, I was just, okay, I've got to do this. Just putting down silly little things, like I wanted to clip my nails. I have one fingernail that tends to split, and if it gets long enough, it will get a little snag in it. So I have to keep that one cut like right even with the nail tip, the fingertip. So if that one is cut short, I want all the others to cut short. And it was snagging the first weekend of October when I went down to my daughter's house. So I borrowed some fingernail clippers from them and just trimmed that one. I didn't trim all of them. It was bugging me that I had one short nail and the others were longer. So this morning, I trimmed all my nails. And, okay, enter the expenses in my spreadsheet. My trip to Savers, my trip to Joann's, my Amazon order, my Mary Maxim order. I never put those in as expenses. Got that done. Finishing up the whale, updating the whale listing. So I'm making some progress today. I'm not being a total slacker. But I do think that maybe a nap is on the agenda today. I went through and I made a list. I put down today's date, and I went through all the points programs I participate in. Receipt Hog, Fetch, Ibotta, My Points. And I made a note of what my current point standing is and how many points I need for the next cash out. And apparently, I haven't been cashing out at My Points for a while, and I've been racking up points. I turned in points for a $100 Amazon gift card. Usually I cash out at $25. It's like, whoa, I'm going to have some cash on Amazon. Let's be careful, just we have enough um, regular household stuff that we get from there. You know, I can't be like, woohoo, I got $100, let's go spend it. One of my husband's favorite cereals is not available in this area. So if we don't have a trip planned down to my daughter's house, I can buy that online. And we find it easier to buy some of our favorite flavors of decaffeinated tea online. Like there's a Stash decaf vanilla chai. I really like chai, and a decaf vanilla, I really like that. And it's hard to find, and you pay like $4 for a maybe 18 count box. I can go on Amazon and get a 100 count box for, I think, $11 or $15. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. I buy the 100 count, and we're good for a long time. So maybe I'll go on Amazon and buy myself some kits or some yarn or some treat or something. But there are plenty of household expenses that I could use it for. Need to be careful with money in these retirement years. So, 1 week from a craft show, I did pull up some numbers. I have figures for the upcoming craft show for that venue for the fall show for 2018 to the present. But there was no show in 2020. So there's 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. 5 shows. Oh, I didn't do an average. I didn't do an average for the numbers. I have an average of 9 items per show. I think back in 2018, the show was only $25. This year it's $40. In 2018, I had $75 in sales. Okay, 3 times table fee. You know, not one of my better shows, but you know, I'll take it. In 2019, only $59. Yikes. 2021 was a good year. I think people were excited about being able to get back out and shop after 2020. I sold 22 items for $219. I don't know if that's the best I ever did at that school. I will have to check. These figures only go back to 2018. We have been doing the show since 2013. 2022. Not good. Not good at all. I would have to check. I don't know if the fee had gone up to $30 or $35 then, but I only have $40 in sales. I sat there for the whole day, and I only sold 5 items. Nothing over $20. 3 items were between $7 and $10, and 2 items were, there might have been something over 20. 2 items were in the $18 to $24 range. Yeah. Then last year, 2023, I sold 9 items. That's the good news. Bad news is it only added up to $49. Once again, I don't know if last year's show fee was 30, 35, 40. I'm not sure. They have been changing things. So I did not make much after my table because 2 of the items were $6 and under. 5 of them were in the $7 to $12 range, and 2 of them were in the $13 to $17 range. So I may have sold 9 items, but the average price was under $5 each. How can that be? 9 times 5 is 45. So $5. But there were 2 items that were 17. Must have been some really small items in the under $6 listing. So this show can be sort of good, or sort of bad, or sort of average. That's why I'm shooting for smaller items for this one. Why I want to have a $5 basket and my little $4 mini octos. I will have some of the bigger items, but I think that small items like the candy corns are going to save the day with this show. We shall see. Little stingrays. I want to make little stingrays too. So if, as my husband said, oh, you're going to sell out. You're going to sell out of those candy corns. 12 of the regular ones, $5 each, be $60. That would be better than 3 of my last 5 shows at this venue, if that was all I sold. So, okay. It's time to go warm up some leftovers for lunch and then get back to my chair to get to work. So, bye-bye.